It's time now for the Bear Chell Noon News Report on this Tuesday afternoon, August 11th, 2015. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. I your Noon News headlines here on this Tuesday afternoon here. Our top story at noontime here is the news that Rick Perry has stopped paying all his campaign staff following Thursday's debate is a sure sign of major troubles and could be the leading edge of the collapse of his campaign. Business mogul Donald Trump went on the media blitz Tuesday morning, making back-to-back appearances on Fox and CNN as he sought to tip down the controversy over a spat with Fox News anchor Megyn Kelly. Heavily armed, members of the controversial right-wing patriot group added an extra dose of unease to protests in Ferguson, Missouri early Tuesday. Hong Kong, Apple Incorporated may be one of the biggest losers from China's surprise decision to value its currency, while the company's Chinese rivals in the main, a similar of its iPhone, are expected to be among the biggest winners. Bernie Sanders speaks to a packed crowd of 27,000 people in Los Angeles. In Tokyo, a power plant operated in southern Japan restarted a nuclear reactor on Tuesday, the first to begin and operate under new safety requirements following the Fukushima disaster. Investigators said Tuesday that suspected Russian missile parts were found near where Malaysian Airlines flight MH17 crashed in eastern Ukraine last year. Moscow, Russia and Saudi Arabia failed in talks to on Tuesday overcome the differences on the fate of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad as central dispute in Syria's civil war that shows no signs of abating despite renewed diplomacy. Zimbabwe has partially lifted restrictions on big game hunting around Wangi National Park imposed early this month after an international outcry over the killing and assess of the country's most prized land by a U.S. dentist. Jackson, Mississippi. An attorney representing the family of one and two Mississippi residents. They are charged with trying to travel to Syria to join the Islamic State militant group. Donald Trump may be the front-runner of the Republican Party's presidential nomination, but it turns out many Americans also consider him as a great travel buddy. Richmond, a U.S. appeals court denied former Virginia Governor Robert McDonald's appeal of his 2014 corruption conviction on Tuesday, setting the stage for an appeal to the Supreme Court. Washington, U.S. non-farm productivity rebounded in the second quarter, but a weak underlying trend suggested inflation could pick up more quickly than economists anticipated. Norton antivirus software maker Symantec Corporation agreed to sell its data storage unit for $8 billion on a whip led by the Crowley Group LP. U.S. small business confidence rebounded in July from a 15-month low as owners anticipated solid sales and inventory growth, provided another boost to the economic outlook for the third quarter. Kendrick Lamar will join George Clooney and Jeb Bush on Stephen Colbert's inaugural Late Show episode on September 8th. Unfortunately, they won't be performing together. Lamar will be Colbert's first musical guest, the Late Show's new host. The universe is slowly running out of energy and time, according to the most complete study ever undertaken on the cosmos' total energy output. London temples are contracting a new highly infectious disease that may be threatening the frog populations worldwide, British scientists have found. Scientists say widespread drought-sensitive butterfly population extinction could occur as early as 2050. A U.S. study has found that listening to music might help prevent epileptic seizures, as researchers from Ohio University and Ohio State University say that certain types of music have a different effect on epilepsy patients' brains to those without the disorder. While the high cost of new drugs are worrisome, those responsible for drug benefit plans in the U.S. are especially concerned where hepatitis C drug Sovaldi was launched by Gilead at the cost of $84,000 for a 12-week cost of therapy. Hundreds of babies born in the U.S. get their start as eggs donated by women and then frozen until they could be thawed and joined with a sperm in a fertility clinic. Fried chicken, sweet tea, and greens cooked in bacon fat, delicious hallmarks of the summer diet may be increasing your risk for heart attack, a new study suggests. Here until news time, 12:04. Time now for the stock market report. Down so far, 17,367.93, down 247.24 points. S&P 500, 2081.10, down 23.08 points. Nasdaq 537.17, down 64.62. European market stocks not very much better, down 11,293.65, down 311.13. FTSE 6664.54, down 71.68. CAC 45,099.03, down 96.38 points. Asia markets. Nikkei 20.75 down 87.94. Shanghai 20.46 up 4 cents, and HSI 24.98.21 down 22.91 points. Oil markets 43.14 down $1.82. Brent 48.87 down $1.54, and natural gas 2.801 down 35,000 points. Gold 1107.90 up $3.80. Silver 15.235 up down 57,000 points, and copper 2.3225 down 775,000 points. Bonds US 10 year 2.1266% down 111,000 points. German 10 year 0.637% up 8,000 points, and Japanese 10 year 0.395% down 6,000 points. And FX bonds here. European US dollar 1.1049 up 33,000 points, and US dollar Japanese yen 124.95 up 34 cents, and Great Britain pound US dollar 1.5573 down 13,000 points. Looking at the commodities here, 1205 here. Wheat 507.5 down 18. Soybean 975.5 down 19. Corn 399.11. Sugar 10.53 down 4 cents. Coffee 136.45 down $2.95. Cotton 61.81 down 15 cents. Ref price 11.91 up 5 cents. And cocoa 3,095 down 14. Live cattle 149.225 down 5,000 points. Lean on 62.675 down 30 cents. And FT cattle 28.60 up 375. Here, tell news time is now 12:06, and it is time now for our sports report. Boston Red Sox total about 2-game quick series against the Miami Marlins down in Marlins Park, started at 7:10 p.m. tonight. Koji Uehara holds up his arm after being hit by a line drive Friday night, resulting in a season-ending wrist fracture. We talk about whether undefeated UFC champion Ronda Rousey could beat undefeated boxing champion Floyd Mayweather Jr. by his unending, even though it would never happen. Richmond and Houston. Animated objects have become characters in Texans coach Bill O'Brien's life at work lately. They follow him around. Peter Channel News Time, 12:07. Time now for a travel report here on this Tuesday afternoon here, and down and down 95 southbound side, so from the Massachusetts border in Attleboro all the way down to before Route 4 in northeast Greenwich due to the rainy weather here, and 95 of the northbound side is slow from Ward all the way out to downtown Providence. Here we got an accident 95 northbound around Route 37, so expect some delays here. 195 of both ends, slow from Somerset to the Braga Bridge and Fall River. 140 on the southbound side is slow from Route 195 all the way out to Route 6 in Bedford here. Route 3 on the northbound side, so from 6 in Sagamore all the way out to South Plymouth here. 24 on the northbound side is so before Route 120 in Kansas due to an accident on 120 and southbound side. Route 24 ran off, so 120 in both ends, slow from 130 in Canton and Braintree split. Route 3 and southbound side, so from Braintree all the way out to Derby Street and Hingham here. And Route 3 in the northbound side, so from Marshfield all the way out to the Braintree split there. Southeast Expressway on both ends, it's slow from Boston all the way up to the Braintree split. On the southbound side, northbound side, so from Dorchester all the way up to the Southeast Expressway here on the Mass Pike here. 93 in both ends, Bullon found in downtown Boston and Tippin Hill Tunnel. Mass Pike on the eastbound side, it is slow from Austin Brenton all the way up to downtown Boston here around Route 93 here. 120 in the southbound side, so for the Needham stretch. On 495, we got an accident here on 495. Yeah, on King Street in Franklin, so expect a few delays here. 120 in the northbound side, so from Waltham all the way out to before Route 3 in Lexington and Burlington here. 93 in the northbound side, also on Route 128 in Reading here. 95 in the northbound side, also up in Newburyport. 190 in the southbound side, so from Route 2 in Leominster to Lancaster here. 95 on the southbound side, so from Route 101 in Hampton to before Route 107 in Hampton, Kingston here. 95 in the southbound side, so from Kittery, Maine to Portsmouth Ranch before the Spalding Turnpike here. 93 in the northbound side, so around Hooksett Toll Plaza here. And the main turnpike, otherwise it's looking good from York all the way up into Gardner via Portland here. 195 on the westbound side, so for the Suckler main stretch here. An accident main turnpike on the southbound side around 295 in Gardner, Maine here. Okay, looking at MBTA alerts here. At 12:09 there. On the commuter rail, Framingham West Line, train 513, 10:15 a.m. from Substation LA today, 10 to 20 minutes to do track repairs here. On the subway, it's looking good, and the ferry's off. Smooth sailing here. Here, Channel News Time, 12:10 p.m. on this Tuesday afternoon, and it is time now for weather report here. Current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 12:10 p.m. 71 degrees at temperature, light rain, humidity 9%. Wind speed southeast wind 12 miles by barometer, 26 inches, dew about 68 degrees, and visibility of 10 miles an hour here. Okay, let us take a look at our current conditions around the region here at the noontime conditions here. It is 66 degrees at temperature right now in Boston, 67 in Bedford, it's 67 in Beverly, 65 in Gloucester, 68 out in Lawrence, 68 in Fitchburg, 66 in Worcester, 67 in Sturbridge, 69 in Norwood, 70 in Taunton and Bedford and Martha's Vineyard, 68 in Plymouth and Falmouth, and in Provincetown, 65 in Chatham, 66 in Nantucket, at 68 in Smithfield, 70 in Providence and in Balkan, 71 in Wesley, 72 in Montauk, 73 in Islip in New York City and in Bridgeport, Connecticut, 69 in Raven, at 71 in Danbury, 72 in Waterbury and Meriden, Connecticut, 70 in Hartford and Woodlock, 69 in Springfield, 68 in Greenfield, 67 in Northampton, 66 in Pittsfield, 69 in Albany, New York, it's 67 degrees out in Glen Falls, Vermont, New York State, 64 in Rutland, 68 in Bennington, 64 in Bremer, Vermont, it is 67 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, it's 68 in Keene, New Hampshire, 66 in Jefferson, New Hampshire, 66 in Lockhart, New Hampshire, 67 in Concord, Manchester, and Nashua, New Hampshire, here, 68 degrees in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and 66 degrees up in Portland, Maine, here. Take a look at our service map around the country. It shows station front through Saskatchewan, merged with a cold front from central Saskatchewan, stretching it out from southern Manitoba, down from northern Ontario, and then up to west central Quebec here. And another station front from north central Texas, merged with a cold front from northwest Louisiana, stretching it out from Tennessee, and up the Virginias and up the Pennsylvania and up south central New York, merged with a warm front from east central New York and down through southern Connecticut and off the Jersey coast, and a pink front from central New York and then east central Ontario, west of Ottawa here. And you got a front line down for east central California, and another front line from Alberta down for northeastern Montana here. And we got a ridge of high pressure around from the eastern Rockies up in the northern plains states here, and a ridge of high pressure in the northwestern Ontario, while we got a ridge of low pressure here. Ridge of low pressure here around the Oregon and around northern California and northern Nevada here. Low pressure down for southeastern California, low pressure in Louisiana, and low pressure in eastern portions of Ontario here. 74 degrees that temperature right now here in Detroit, 73 in Pittsburgh, 78 in Washington, D.C., 79 in Atlanta, 85 in Miami, Florida, 87 in Dallas, Texas, 84 in Brownsville, Texas. It's 72 degrees out in Kansas City, 74 in Omaha, Nebraska, 73 in Chicago, Illinois, 71 degrees in up St. Paul, 70 in Great Falls, Montana, 64 in Seattle, 60 in San Francisco, 66 in Los Angeles, it's 86 degrees in Las Vegas, 74 degrees in Salt Lake City, 70 in Denver, 69 in Albuquerque, Mexico, and 90 degrees out in Phoenix, Arizona here. Okay, let's take a look at the radar situation here, and the heaviest band of rains is from Leominster around Pepperell, and another band of rain from Lexington, down Hudson, down for Natick, Medfield, Brockton, Norton, down for Taunton, down for Eastern Rhode Island, down for Newport, and another line of heavy showers around south central Rhode Island, stretching off the New London, Connecticut coastline here, and another heavy band of rain showers around New Bedford, around Falmouth here, and they are all moving towards the northeast here, while seeing the line and zooming you out here, and it's a little bit. And this is a line of rain showers from Quebec, stretching in through northern New England, western Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, and stretching in eastern Massachusetts, all Rhode Island, and coming to much of eastern and south-central Connecticut, and stretching down off the Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia coastlines here. And we're seeing some popcorn cluster showers around central New York State, and down for eastern and southwestern portions of Pennsylvania, and down for the western Virginias, and then down for western North Carolina, and down for east central portions of Tennessee here. And line of rain showers around east central portions of North Carolina, and line of rain showers on northeastern portions of South Carolina here. And line of rain showers and storms off the Florida coast, off Florida Atlantic coast, and a line of heavy showers and thunderstorms near the Tampa Bay area here. and some spotty rain showers off the Florida Gulf Coast. Here, line of clouds from north central Georgia, west central Georgia, and south central portion of Georgia. Here, and line of rain showers in the east central portions of Mississippi. Line of rain showers and storms from southwest Mississippi down from east central and north east central portions of Louisiana. Here. A lot of rain showers from west central portions of Oklahoma and down for western Kansas. A lot of rain showers from western Colorado down for southern Utah, down for Arizona, down for east central portion of Nevada here. A lot of rain showers off Oregon and up in the northern California coast. And a lot of rain showers from the south central portions of Washington State, down for the north central Oregon, down through southeastern portions of Washington State, west central portions of Idaho here. And a lot of rain showers in southeastern British Columbia and stretching down for 7. Oh gosh! Oh gosh! Another rain showers in southeastern portions of British Columbia down for 7 Alberta, then for Saskatchewan, and a lot of rain showers in southeastern portions of Manitoba down for west central portions of Ontario here. And satellite loop shows line across from Quebec, stretching down the Atlantic seaboard, cutting down southern Georgia, down through the Gulf states, covering much of northern Louisiana, southeastern Arkansas, down for southern Mississippi here, and a line across western Mexico, a line across from northwest Mexico, stretching up to Arizona, eastern Utah, western Colorado, and up to the southwestern portions of Wyoming here, and a line across from south-central portions of Montana, the central portions of Idaho, a line across from northwestern portions of California, down for western and northern portions of Oregon, down for western and southern portions of Washington State, line across from south-central portions of British Columbia, down for Alberta, down for Saskatchewan, line across from northwestern portions of British Columbia, down for the northwestern portions of Alberta, line across from south-central portions of Manitoba, down for eastern portion of Manitoba, down for northwestern portions of Ontario here. Okay. Let's take a look at the tropics there. Nothing brewing in the Atlantic here. Eastern Pacific here as at 5 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Showers of thunderstorms associated with air low pressure located about 14 miles west-southwest of the southern tip of the Baja California Peninsula have increased since yesterday. However, significant development in the system is unlikely due to increasingly unfavorable upper-level winds while it moves westward at around 10 miles an hour. Formation chance for 4 hours. Low 20% formation chance for 5 days. Low 20%. And the latest on Hilda. Hurricane Hilda. Category 1 storm, 85 miles per hour. Winds moving northwest 7 miles an hour. Current location 17.5 to the north, 131.3 to the west. Here. Latest public advisory here on Hilda. Hilda gradually weakening and drawing closer to Hawaii. Here in tropical watch issued for Hawaii County. Change watch of the borders advisory. A tropical storm watch has been issued for Hawaii County. A tropical storm watch in effect for Hawaii County. A tropical storm watch means that tropical storm conditions are possible within the watch area, generally within 48 hours. Here, interests elsewhere in the Hawaii Islands should continue to monitor the progress of Hilda. First, at 5 a.m. Hawaiian time, 15 UTC, the southern Hurricane Hilda was located near latitude 17.5 to the north, longitude 131.2 to the west, and Hilda is moving toward the northwest near 7 miles and 11 kilometers an hour. This general motion is expected to continue into Thursday. Max same with that near 85 miles and 140 kilometers an hour. With higher gusts, steady weakening is expected over the next 48 hours. With Hilda forecast a weakened to a tropical storm by tonight. Here, hurricane force winds at 10 hours up to 25 miles to 35 kilometers from the center, and tropical storm force winds at 10 hours up to 70 miles, 110 kilometers an hour. The estimated minimum central pressure is 95 millibars or 29.09 inches. Here, surf swells associated with a hurricane Hilda are produced large and potentially life-threatening surf along the east and southeast facing shores of portions of the Hawaiian Islands over the next couple of days. Here, rainfall. Hilda is expected to produce very heavy rain over portions of the Hawaiian Islands from late Wednesday to the weekend. This rain could cause life-threatening flash floods and mudslides. There. Alright, let's take a look at. Take a look at forecast discussion. Low pressure will move up the St. Louis Valley today. This will draw a warm front up across the southern New England this morning. Then sweep a cold front late day tonight. Expect showers of the south, so some locally heavy down for some lingering instability. Wednesday will generate clouds and a scattered shower. High pressure will bring dry and mild conditions Thursday, and have a front will approach late Friday. Slowly across the region this weekend. This best chance for showers and thunderstorms will occur Saturday, into dry and seasonal conditions are returned late this weekend and early next weekend. Near-term bed of showers are associated with its warm front and negative tilt short wave producing up to 1 inch per hour REFL amount. Although very heavy rainfall winds, sufficient movement and not constrained thus for now. Headlined with special weather statements. Wind mixing the service seems to be a hit or miss, not too much occurring in our area at the moment. However, several models suggest strafing of low-level jet from 30 to 35 knots to 40 to 45 knots near east coastal Massachusetts. Waves wind gusts. Some from prior forecasts thinking that heavier shower elements could mix down the stronger winds from the strafing low-level jet. No significant changes here. To the prior temperature forecast as clouds and showers will keep temperatures in the 70s. All the late afternoon breaks in the Connecticut Valley could cause bump to upper 70s, ranging from 77 to 79 in the Connecticut Valley, while seeing temperatures here in eastern Massachusetts generally in the 70s. Here, I'm still assessing severe weather potential of later in the afternoon, evening, and all back of heavier rain showers will clear by early mid-afternoon. The clouds hanging back further west, so I think its spelling may be quite much of sufficient shear exists, and there is some low-level helicity as previously noted here. Alright, special weather statement here. A band of heavy rain will move across eastern Massachusetts over the next couple of hours. This band of rain has a history of producing street and urban flood and underpasses, and a typically important location may see standing water until the drainage of it is able to keep up. Motorists are urged to caution that the locations affected include Boston, Cambridge, New Bedford, Brockton, Quincy, Lynn, Fall River, Newton, Somerville, Framingham, Waltham, Malden, Brookline, Plymouth, Medford, Taunton, Weymouth, Revere, Arlington, and Everett. Precaution prepares actions. Threat to rainfall will has occurred. Minor urban and port drainage flooded to be expected. Do not drive through flooded roads. Day 1 today, tonight. Showers and thunderstorms may produce locally heavy rainfall. This afternoon tonight. This may cause urban and port drainage flooded. This is also a low probability for a few strong thunderstorms, some of which may produce locally strong wind gusts. There will be a low chance of a brief tornado here. Day 2 is 7. Wednesday for Monday, there will be a low probability for a few strong thunderstorms during Saturday with locally gusty winds possible. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this as we hear the rain outside here. For the rest of the afternoon, showers and thunderstorms also possible after 1 p.m. Sun will produce heavy rainfall. Areas of fog, higher 75 degrees, and south from about 9 miles, and gust is 28 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 1%. Do a rainfall amounts between half and 3/4 days possible. Tonight, showers likely possibly a thunderstorm before 7 p.m. Then a chance of showers and thunderstorms may between 7 p.m. and 5 a.m. Thunderstorms produce gusty winds and heavy rain. Areas of fog, otherwise classic on low at 65 degrees and south from about 3 to 7 miles, by chance of range to 6%. Do a rainfall amounts between a quarter and half days possible. Wednesday, chance of showers and thunderstorms may between 2 and 3 p.m. Patch about before 9 a.m. was. Punch sky about 82 degrees of light west wind, chest patient 30%. With that, podcast got about 61 degrees and chest patient is 0% with a calm wind coming to northwest wind 5 miles per minute out here. Thursday, patch about before 7 a.m. was. Sun sky about 81 degrees in northwest wind 5 to 7 miles coming west in the afternoon here. Thursday, most of the coast got about 59 degrees. Friday, patch about before 7 a.m. was. Sun sky about 83 degrees. Friday night, most of the coast got about 64 degrees. Saturday, chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Most of the got about 85 degrees. Chance patient 30%. Saturday, chance of showers before midnight. Patch back up to 5 p.m. Most of the clouds got about 64 degrees and chance patient 30%. Sunday, patch back up most of the got about 82 degrees. Sunday night, podcast got about 62 degrees. And for Monday, most of the got about 84 degrees. Here's what a phrase of the afternoon, a wet afternoon in store. Purity, have a good afternoon. Goodbye to anything else. You got 3 p.m. for a 3 p.m. report. Have a good afternoon here.